Morning, how's everybody doing? AK in the house, opening bell here in about 1 minute. I got my computer, the battery replaced. So hopefully today I'll be a little bit better on the computer freezing. I can never make any promises. This is kind of the last hurrah on this computer. If this computer still continues to crash, I would just upgrade it. But I switched out the battery. So hopefully we should be good today. Volume is low. I'll crank that up. There's the opening bell. Futures getting destroyed. OAUR calls BP up a little bit. Schlumberger up a little bit. DJT is up a little bit. SHLS up a little bit. Big thing is Soxel down. Soxel up down to 42 on the RSI. SMCI continues to be down 26 on the RSI. I actually have a decent amount of green here, and the futures are down 48 handles. So we'll see what happens today. Lemonade was up yesterday. That is an insurance company. I just know that because I have a structured note in it. ZI next week, 11s. I pay a nickel for these. I wouldn't pay 20. I'll pay a nickel. I'll pay a nickel for those. Futures down 50. VIX probably getting a little bit of a pop today. So we're just watching order flow in the option market, watching the biggest and best traders in the world place an allocated capital on certain trades, and then I try to mimic their trades. Go. Look at those go puts, guys. 45 to 180 in grocery outlet. BP was a 10 out of 10 trade yesterday. That's still on. AUR calls were bought yesterday. BE higher shells. Come on, shells. Make me a believer if I tried. Come on, shell. Ooh, I don't want to sell my 40. I'll sell my 50 though. GJT calls being sold. Futures just absolutely decimated here. Down 56 points. I said there's going to be a day when the futures are down 100, and that will be now your low. There'll be a day where the futures are down 100, and we're just going to continue lower and lower and lower. Maybe today's the day. I do not know. Any EO calls were bought yesterday from Super Option Scanner. Wait for order flow. Can it be patient? Don't need to place trades just to place trades. Hood and coin were down last night. I saw that. ERJ higher by a little bit. BuzzFeed calls were bought yesterday. Got into BP calls yesterday, in HPE calls. Kramer is hyping up HPE last night. Nove 22nd. I'm going to go 10 bid. I like to be honest, I'm always a bear at heart. So I actually like when the market goes down. We're now under 5,800. The recent highs was 5,950. AK is actually a bear at heart. I'm a bear at heart. Futures on 58 points here. Wow. VIX popping today. Haven't seen anything I like. Been a little bit slower on signals. I don't take trades just to take trades. I try to place the best trades possible. Every single trade I think I'm going to make money on. Like I said, doesn't mean I'm going to make money on it. ZM now up on the day. ZI up on the day. Zoom Technologies. You do run, run, run. You do run, run. So what do we see down today? NVIDIA will be down 3. NVIDIA down to 136. AMD. AMD is probably going to be down. SOXL. I'd buy that if the RSI gets to about 28. AMD 146. Happy Halloween. Be safe today and this weekend. And the weekend, be safe. Have fun, but be safe. Actually not today. I'm actually up money with the futures down. I'm still long SHLS calls. I'm still long PNG calls. CVS higher, Glow up a couple pennies. Glow is an AI technology play. NEE down. DBRG down. Bought some FE yesterday. We offer these at 35. That was for super options. So this week we've had one super option signal. We've had one person in portfolio. Carvana's all over the place. Yeah, Carvana was on fire last night. $27. What did that stock trade to? About $4 here. Rocking the free world. BE down. I'd buy BE if it goes lower. HPE down. AMD down 2.5. Intel down. SMCI down 3. SMCI getting an RSI of 26. HPE, I'm bid for 10 cents. HPE 11.22, 2024, 22 calls. I'm 10-cent bid here. I wouldn't mind these at 10 cents. Schlumberger higher. AUR, I can lower that, get rid of that one. Kraft higher, I can get rid of Kraft. BE, I can put on my watch list. Should have another watch list. Where's my other watch list? Let me bring up another watch list here. So BE, I'm keeping an eye on my watch list. And watch lists are pretty easy to create on Thinkorswim. You can create watch lists on whatever you want. I use Thinkorswim. You can use anything you want for your watch lists. Oh. Options watch lists. There you go. Put BE in here. Futures down 46 now. We're down as much as 53. SPY straddle at the money calls, at the money puts. We add those together to figure out how much we can move in any point in time. And the SPY straddle, the 575 straddle. Calls are $2. Puts are $150. So 35-point move implied today, guys. 35-point move implied today to the upside or the downside. So futures could be down 85 today or only down 12. That is a big implied movement. So they're implying a 35-point move in the futures, guys. 35-point move in the futures today. That's a big move, as they say. Watch World Series yesterday. Little disappointed by the Yankees. SHLS got up to 550 today. They're 25.35, 10.20. Peloton calls me about post earnings. Peloton on fire. Whee! RDDT. Reddit has traded 1.3 million shares so far today. NCLH up 2.5. That probably usually means CCL is higher. It's up 60 cents. AVTE trading here. BP was a 10 out of 10 signal yesterday. Those are 69. I paid 73. Pretty much unchanged here. Glow. GFS is down. I really don't have too much down considering the futures are down. You know, we are now under almost 5,800 in the S&P. Open of the year is 4,800. The RSI in the S&P is 48. So 59.27 on the highs. So we're down about 130 points from the highs, which isn't that much, about 2%. So we are off the highs. The way I trade is very methodical. I watch order flow in the option market. I try to place trades just to place trades. I'm using LiveFlow from OptionStrat for all my order flow. I have some other scanners in the background that I look for. Don't place trades just to place trades. I trade every trade I take, I think I'm going to make money on. Doesn't mean I'm going to make money on it. I wouldn't take a trade if I didn't think I was going to make money on it. Global Founders, I'm still in some calls here. I've done pretty well in those. Run down again. RSI of run is back down to 31. PNG still doesn't have an ATR. Is there nickel 15? I'll go dime bid for 16 of these. Did I do an earnings trades yesterday? Amazon did not have earnings, right? Ooh, 10 cents. I got filled in. PNG, guys, this is kind of I'm adding to my position. So PNG, 11, 15, 20, 24, 17 and a half calls for 10 cents. So adding to my position here in PNG. I'll offer these at 15 just to have an offer out. And then I'll go nickel bid. I am nickel bid. So keep an eye on BE. If BE sells off, I'd buy some January upside calls. Microsoft down $22 today. Wow. RSI Microsoft here is 38. So Microsoft gets to an oversold of about 28. I'll probably buy like $10,000 of the stock in my personal account. So Microsoft down here on that RSI. You see the oil names kind of leading the way higher. Futures down 50. Schlumberger higher. SHLS up a nickel. I would like to see SHLS. I need to remove this. ET, I took off some calls yesterday. ET 16 and a half calls were bought. I paid 17. I got out at 24, so that was a 50% winner. I've not placed a trade yet today, guys. I've not placed a trade. Futures down 130 points from the highs. Everything is a dollar amount on my total account. Twilio, post earnings, probably down. Oh, it's up $11. Roku, I saw down yesterday. I was trying to see, there was some stock that had earnings yesterday. So I bought some PNG calls for a dime. So I'll give you this trade just so you guys can have it. I bought about $200 of PNG. 11, 15, 20, 24, 17 and a half calls for 10 cents. Targets 15 in PNG. $2 out of the money. Yeah, I saw the auditor resign for SMCI. Now they think that AI is over. They bought some Las Vegas Sands calls yesterday. I did not buy any Las Vegas Sands calls. I thought those were interesting at earnings about a week ago. Come on, SHLS. Make me a believer. How about the market crashes and SHLS goes to $12? You guys take that? I'll take it. Because SHLS is still my biggest dollar amount risk position. Carvana was higher this morning, or last night, I guess. Microsoft getting destroyed. I think Amazon probably has earnings after the bell. Meta had earnings last night. Let's add Meta here to the right. Meta down 16. Tesla higher. I've been trying to get short Tesla for a couple days. I tried to sell the 270, 272.5 call spread, and then I tried to sell the 262, 265, 267.5 call spread, and unfortunately, I did not get filled in either of those. Futures down 55 points now, under 5,800. Talked about the open of the year is 4,800. $35-point move, guys, implied between now and the end of the day. So that's a big move implied. You can do that in any time period, any stock. You add the price of the calls to the price of the puts, and that gives you an implied move. So we add the price of the 574 calls, it's $2. 574 puts, $1.50. Add them together, and we have a 35-point move between now and the end of the day. And the S&P 500 futures, or $33.50 in the SPY. So that takes the futures could be down 90 today. That would be a big move lower, as they say. UNG, I'm actually have a position on an UNG in a structured note. Ooh, UNG about to take off the lows. It literally went from 12.5 to 17. Now it's back to the lows. Moderna is one that went under the water for me. Last day of the month, not the quarter, but last day of the month. Moderna on the RSI, relative strength index. Let me add Moderna here on the right. mRNA, 30 on the RSI. You know, if you look at the big cap technology, especially like the Mag 7, historically in the last year, if anything has hit under 30 on the RSI, it's just been a screaming buy. So if you're looking for anything longer term, you know, Microsoft, if it's under 30 on the RSI, maybe you scoop a little stock. AMD 38 on the RSI. SOXL 39 on the RSI. So anything that's been hitting about 28 on the RSI, 26 to 30 has been a long-term buy. Buy the dip, sell the rips. So if it goes down under 30, you can look maybe buy that if you're looking for a long-term position. I'm doing Pilates today. Yesterday I did body 20. Got to keep myself in good shape. Nothing has hit any of my scanners that I'm watching right now. So, you know, throughout the course of the day, there's trillions of trades that hit the market. There's probably 1,200 option trades that hit the market. 90% of all trades are hedges against stocks or options. And I'm really looking for those speculative trades, those big single orders in the derivative space. GO has just been all over the place today. Big single orders in the derivative space where they're speculating, right? They're speculating to the upside or the downside. That's kind of what I'm looking for. If you're part of my trading room, hopefully you guys are enjoying the new community, new moderators. We've brought 3 new moderators on board, talk about it every day. And I'm trying to make the trading room the best possible for you guys. I don't want it to be the Andrew Keene show because, you know, as much as it sounds fun, there are other traders out there. Lyft down. Lyft has earnings after the bell on the 6th. Kraft was an earnings trade. That one did not work out, unfortunately. KHC. $20 minutes of the day, AK has not placed a trade. And I can go as long as I want without placing a trade. Goal, make the best trades possible. Don't need a trade, just a trade. I'm not here to make my brokerage money. I'm here to try to make myself money. Every portfolio we have is up year to date. I'm very proud of that. Will that hold? Nobody knows. BP higher, FE higher. FE, not GE. Ha ha. NEE higher. Run RSI is 30. CVS, they've been buying a lot of calls, and the RSI just, I mean, it just keeps going lower and lower. SHLS traded up to 550 claims. P&L is pretty flat today, just because SHLS and ZI is holding up. So, you know, I am always long the market. You know, market goes up 85% of the time, goes down 15% of the time. Most of the time, I am long. There could be times when I have short positions on. Right now, I have a couple random short positions on, but for the most part, I am long, but very stock specific. It's not like I'm long Microsoft or anything. Meta down 15. Microsoft down 23. BITO, they continue to buy calls in the BITO. Last day of the month, not of the quarter. So just keep that in mind. There could be weird things that happen at the end of the day. And that at the money straddle is pretty rich or pretty expensive. That at the money straddle for today is pretty rich. You know, if I thought it's too rich and it wasn't going to move, I could do iron condors or iron butterflies. But we've gone straight down this morning. I woke up this morning, futures are down 47. I was like, ugh, that's ugly. Now they're down 70. We continue to take a poll of which moderator you guys like. We'll just do that every day to figure out, you know, who you like. GFS continues lower. Global Founders, 35 in the RSI, means $1.40 a day. I'm going to go 25 bid here in GFS. So GFS, guys, no 45s. I'm going to go quarter bid here. So GFS, 11/15, 2024, 45 calls. I am 25 bid for about $300 worth. So about $300 worth of these. So that's a trade. That's a bid I have in the market. This is based on order flow about 2 weeks ago. I am not filled on this order, but I am bid for these. Will I get filled? I do not know. I'm not paying 35. I'm 25 bid. So if it goes lower, I'd be interested in participating in these. But I don't need them at 35 cents. 35 targets 50, 25 targets 35, right? So I'm bidding under the market. Maybe the futures go lower here. VIX, 22 on the VIX here. 22 on the VIX. Futures down 70. Let me out at any price. I promise I'll never get long again. I'm actually trying to buy a structured note today in the SPX. My guy says, I don't know if I can get you in. I'm like, what? That's wild. You're wild. BITO calls continue to get bought, guys. BITO. That is going to be linked to the Bitcoin. So BITO calls continue to get bought. That's the Pro Shares ETF for Bitcoin. I have a calendar spread on an ADT. I'm short deltas in ADT. Trox down, GD down, DJT down again today. Meta on the RSI 51, Microsoft on the RSI 39, Nvidia on the RSI 51. Nvidia down to 134. I remember when some idiot went on TV and it's like, I'm buying Nvidia here. At like 142, like literally the all-time highs. I shouldn't watch CNBC because every time I watch CNBC, it kind of makes me angry. Because if Meta goes down, they'll be like, I'm long Meta. If Meta goes down, they go, I trimmed yesterday. Trim could be you have 10 shares and you sold one. That literally could be trim. And if it goes up, they're like, I'm long Meta. So you actually can't ever lose, right? If I trimmed, I look good. And if I'm long it, then I look good too. So I should just buy 1,000 shares of Meta and I can then sell a share every day. So the day that it goes down, I can say I trimmed it. There is a guru in our industry, I guess, that buys one share of stock of every stock and never sells it. So then he can say that he owns the stock and never sold it. So he's owned Apple since like $2. He's bought one share of stock. Look at this guy's statement. He bought Apple at $6. But then he bought 500 of them that went to zero. DJT halted here again. DJT is halted again. I don't know why they keep halting the stock. Traded at 28 million shares. FE up a nickel. BP up a little bit. Still have not placed a trade. Oh, actually, I bought some PENG calls for a dime. I'm nickel bid here. PNG is Penguin Solutions, the 17.5s. DJT did get halted on the way down. I think it's still halted. 35-point straddle. 35-point straddle on the SPY. $573 straddle. As the market moves down, we're still seeing the straddle hold its value. Just hanging out here, guys, waiting for an opportunity. I trade the first hour, but then I am at my computer throughout the course of the day. So if there's something I like, I take trades throughout the course of the day. So I'm always on my computer. I have an iPad now that has 5G connectivity, and I just wherever I go, I'm dialed in. Because my P&L will move throughout the course of the day. My net worth moves across the course of the day. My P&L moves across the course of the day. CHGN, other just wide. D's 145s. Glow up a nickel. That was a great exit in Glow. Sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back when you make a sale and then it goes straight lower. You know, sometimes you sell things too early, like Go puts. Go puts was a great signal. I was like, 6,000 puts trading here? I don't even know what this stock company does. I'm going to take some of these. They went up 200% in 2 days. Dust. I like it when the market goes down. That's a cynical side of me. Just watching order flow in the derivative space, waiting for the best traders in the world, placing and allocating capital on their trades. We never know when a trade's going to hit the tape that we like. Every trade I announce, some trades I take my own money with, sometimes I don't take my own money with. GFS, if it goes too much lower, I can move those to 20 cents. The ERJ is higher today. Ooh, ERJ. D's 40s. I would probably add to these. I don't even know what this company does either. ERJ, D's 40s. I'm going to put a 50 bid in here. Just in case. So ERJ, 1220, 2024. 40 calls for 50 cents. I bid for $750 worth. So I think it's a December position I don't mind adding to. I don't really want to be adding to something that is a November position. So the DJT looks like it's unhalted. DJT just getting crushed. Down another 10% today. I was literally at the gym the other day, and I tried to bet my buddy. I'm like, the RSI is 80. Stocks shouldn't hit RSIs of 80s. So it's going to go up. I should put all my money in the DJT. This is why some people trade for a living. Some people don't. The DJT has gone from 55 to 36. So it's down about 40%. Don't randomly make trades. I feel it's going to go up. It's like when you're playing blackjack. I just feel it. Uber post earnings. Uber getting destroyed on earnings. Wonder what Josh Brown's going to say. And then if the stock goes down, they're like, well, I bought it at 40. Well, you did lose 10% overnight. Uber on the RSI. Let's look at that one. 37 on the RSI. Now, we continue to talk about relative strength index, and it's been holding up pretty true. When we get to about 30 on the Mag 7 or anything that has a good business model, we'll start seeing some buyers. And then when we get to 80, we start seeing sellers. NVIDIA got up to about 70 on that RSI. Amazon down 5, AMD down 4, BABA down, Intel down, Meta down. BHC at earnings. That one's up 90 cents today. But patience is a virtue, AK. BP up 13 cents. That was a trade from yesterday. BP on the RSI got to 29. I would love to see the market sell off and oil names go higher. Down. Oh, DJT. Wow. Nova trading here. Post earnings, short stock restricted on that one. That one's down 22 cents. IP's up $6. They bought IP calls yesterday. Oh my God, that one had Option Hacker yesterday. At the end of the day, we saw a signal on IP. Let's see which ones we saw. So we saw IP calls trading yesterday. So IP calls trading yesterday on Option Hacker. Wow. So yesterday they bought IP. Let's see which ones they bought. December 52.5 for 90 cents. Let's see where those are today. Oh, and they sold them today. Wow. This person's a genius. I'm going to buy calls for 90 cents. I'm going to let the news come out. CNC 66 is trading here. And then I'm going to sell them the next day for $5, $4. That person made $3 at 1,000 contracts. Was that 300 grand? CNC calls being bought. They continue to buy CNCs. Yesterday they bought the was the Nov 22nd? What were they buying CNC yesterday? The 67.5s. Why can I not find these now? They're buying calls for the second straight day in CNC, but I can't find these. Oh, they're probably right here. So I'm going to go, I'll go 50 bid here. So CNC guys, calls hitting the tape. Second straight day in CNC. So CNC, second straight day. CNC, 11/15, 2024, 66 calls for 110. This is the second straight day they bought CNC calls, guys. So this is kind of like Kraft, where the second straight day they're buying CNC calls. So this is the second straight day they're buying CNC calls. I throw this one through the back tester. I say, show me the money. So CNC, 11/15, 2024, 66 calls trading here. You can see a buyer, 1,000 these. Option Hacker gives it 1 out of 10. Sorry, the back tester gives it 1 out of 10. So buyer 1,000 CNC, 11/15, 2024, 66 calls trading for 110. So CNC. Moonshot Scanner, Nova, Supernova. This is a 10 out of 10. This is post earnings, though. Probably trade a lot of stock in the day. Nova. Supernova. Nova. Lemonade post earnings. We've seen a lot of stocks making big moves on earnings in both directions. You know, Microsoft's down a lot today. So NOVA, and then CNC are what's actionable today. So these are NOVA. This is post earnings. So we see a buy of 2,781. NOVA, the sixes are bought. It's a pretty big order here. They paid 55 cents. Right now they're trading 55 bid at 70. NOVA. NOVA, guys. NOVA. NOVA. DJT just continues to get hit. I got my coffee by my side. CORZ trading here. GFS, I'm quarter bid for some calls. I sold some CHGN the other day, the DS145s. A lot of these options, like stock has been moving up and they're just chilling. Anytime you buy calls, you're short theta, means time is against you. All I've done today is I bought about $120 of PENG calls. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm bearish to the market, but I just think I still can't fathom the idea that we haven't tested the open of the year, which is 4,800. And maybe we will get more volatility. Peloton and earnings. Peloton's up to $7. And Gene Munster said to buy Peloton at like 5. It went down to 3. I feel like really everything Gene Munster has said has been pretty much in fruition. Every like week, I'll sell puts in like the SOXL or the SOX. I'll take $100. I'll take stock. SOXL down to 30. Futures down 72. CNC calls were bought. Second straight day. I bid for the 67.5s. Actually, I want to bid for the 67s. So second straight day, we've seen CNC calls trading. I got a new battery. I got my computer fixed for now. I can't promise it's not going to crash, but hopefully it won't. Dow down 5. I would like to see a little crash in NVIDIA. I'd like to see NVIDIA down like, I don't know, $30. NVIDIA's got to be the biggest hold. What is this? Oh. Futures down 77. Like I said, I'm not shocked and surprised about anything in life. But I said there's one day the futures are going to be down 100 points, and everybody's like, I'll buy everything. And I think we're going down from there, not up. SHLS got a little bit to it. The no 6s, someone has them at 35. I don't know why. Those are too cheap. Decimated. Getting crushed like the bug and the futures are. Let's look at the SPY straddle for today. Remove CNC. If you guys have any questions, you can always ask questions. Knowledge is power, and power is knowledge. Microsoft, no. If Microsoft gets down to like a 28 on the RSI, I'd probably buy some. If the SPY gets down to about 28 in the RSI, I'd probably buy some of that too. I mean, part of the reason I took VP yesterday because the RSI is so low. You know, RSI has been really, really helping my trading. You know, RSI 30s oversold, 70s overbought. And good companies should never be like Apple was like 85 on the RSI. Like that should never happen in life. So we see AMD here. Like for example, AMD on the RSI is 37. I'm not really a stock trader, but this has been held pretty well. Around 25 to 30 on the RSI. You buy a little bit. The problem is like one day like Nike hit the RSI of like 30, and I was just like, Nike should not be the RSI of 30. I'm gonna buy some Nike stock. And I bought $10,000 worth, right? So I bought 150 shares. I literally bought Nike down here when it was like 70, probably around 72. Down here when the RSI hit like 20. I'm like, it should never have an RSI of 20. It's Nike. And I was just bored with it. Like 2 weeks went by. I'm like, it's 10 grand. I'm not getting interest on this. It went up to like 78. I sold it. I made like $5 on 150 shares, which is $750. And I was just like, all right, I'm bored. And then it went up to 90. I was looking at Humana on the RSI too. Same thing in Humana. That one day in Humana, I got down to like 6 on the RSI. That was wild. I got down to 14 on the RSI. 213. Now it's up to 260, but I'm just like not a stock trader. Like I'm an option trader, right? The one day that the futures were down a lot, I called my broker. I'm like, get ready. I'm going to buy $10,000 worth of like 7 names. I was going to buy NVIDIA. I was going to buy Meta. I was going to buy Amazon. And then you had like literally 30 seconds to buy all these stocks, and they just went straight higher. Like NVIDIA, I think traded down to $89. UBS guys, 31s. UBS 31s trading here. If they had earnings, I'd probably get long in their earnings. UBS guys, 31s. UBS 31s trading 70 cents. I think this one does well in the back tester. Let me look at this one. So this is UBS 31s. This might be a possible trade. So UBS. It's a 10 out of 10, but only on one signal. UBS 31s, guys. UBS 31s. Look at the chart real quick. Recent sell-off. Down today. I mean, I still think the futures can go lower. I'm going to go 60 bid. If I wanted to pay, I could pay 74 on these. UBS, guys. This is an actual idea. I think it's the best trade of the day in UBS. $31 calls. They paid 70 cents. 10 out of 10, but one signal. So UBS, guys, actionable idea in UBS. UBS. So these are the 11/15/2024, 31 calls in UBS. I think this is the best signal of the day. The best signal of the day in UBS. Seems like a lot more people are in the trading room today. So that's good. That means it worked. UBS 31s. It's the best signal of the day. You can get those for 70 cents or $70 per one lot. If you got in at 70, your target would be $1. I'm trying to get in at 60. If I get in at 60, my target will be 90. I think it's the best actionable idea of the day. Does it mean it's going to make money? No, if the futures continue to go down, it will not make money. So UBS, guys, if you want to take this trade, SPY at the money straddle, we're going to look at that again. At the money calls, at the money puts. 573 straddle. $1.85 and $1.45. It's 330. HPE lower today. DJT has recovered from its lows. Lemonade trading on earnings. UBS, a bank name. 70.75 on those. If you wanted to get in those at 70 cents, you could. Still think there's more downside today. I don't think we recover. I think we close on the lows. Just personal opinion. You know, I've been in this space for a very long time. I've been trading for about 20 years, 21 years. I said nothing surprises me. Futures are unchanged today. Wouldn't surprise me. Futures are down 100, 150 points today. Wouldn't surprise me. Sometimes there's no rhyme and reason. For every buyer, there's a seller. That is true. But more aggressive sellers, price goes lower. More aggressive buyer, price goes higher. Like I said, we'll take a poll every day to see which moderator you guys like the most. Bitcoin. Let's see Bitcoin today. I haven't looked at Bitcoin today. 71,000. Bitcoin is 71,000. You know, I would think as the futures go down, Bitcoin is going to go down with it. But SHLS a little bit on a heater here. 35.40 on the Nov 6s. Come on, SHLS. One time. I said market can crash in SH as long as SHLS goes higher. It's my biggest dollar amount risk position. Verizon calls trading here. Futures down 71 points on the lows. They bought some EDU calls yesterday. I bought some BP calls yesterday. Go puts worked out really well. UBS, guys, I am 60 bid under the market. I think there's more downside. Everything should go up with it. Root. What is Root? There's a pizza place in Chicago called Root. Root Pizza. It's actually really good. Now I'm starting to get hungry. Verizon, the 42.5s are trading like water here. 18,000 these trade here in Verizon. So Verizon calls trading here. So I'm not going to take any of these. 11-1, 2024. 42 calls. 42.5. 7 cents here in Verizon. Verizon calls being bought. So Verizon calls being bought here in Verizon. Verizon. DJT calls being bought January 2025 80s. DJT back down to 36. Six minutes to go, guys, in the period. Let me take a poll. We take a poll every single day. Your poll helps with, us at Alpha Shark. A lot of people in the trading room today. So who is your favorite new moderator? We take this poll every day. If you guys can just help us. I can't see who answers what questions. So Michael L., Piotr, and then Tim. If you guys can vote, it'd be great. Who is your new moderator of the trading room? We've hired 3 new moderators to come on here. Michael's the option guy. VIK. What is this company? I've never heard of this. Viking Holdings. Traded 200,000 shares today. More Schlumberger. Who is your favorite new moderator, guys? If you guys can fill out the poll real quick while I give you this trade. I'm not giving you this trade unless you put something in the poll. I'm just kidding. VIK 11/15, 2024, 40 calls for 120. So VIK, guys. VIK hitting the tape. I'm going to go 80 bid for those. I'll go 80 bid. Viking Holdings. I've never heard of this company. All right, thank you for that. I'm going to go 80 bid for $500 worth. So I'm going to 80 bid right now for $500 worth of those. $80 bid for $500. And VIK. Viking. You can see a buyer here, 1,500. VIK, 11/15, 2024. 40 calls for 120. I'm 80 bid. If I can fill at 80, I will have a target at 120. Wow, futures. Lower. Oh, it's a cruise line? Oh, Viking Cruises. I don't know if I've ever been on a Viking cruise. I've been on Princess. My parents used to love Celebrity. When I was growing up, I went on so many cruises. Trades I like today, VIK 11/15, 2024, 40 calls. And then UBS 11/15, 2024, 31 calls. Those are the 2 trades that I like. And good news is I don't want to jinx myself, but I got a new battery in my computer. It's been 4 years. The thing was overheating. And knock on wood, everything looks good today. So I have a lot of things running. And it looks so far so good. Meta down. Microsoft down. NVIDIA down $5. You do run, run, run. You do run, run. SPY strat out the money calls out the money puts and are implying a 35-point move between now and the end of the day. To the upside or the downside. Uber down to 72. Pinterest had earnings. They were buying Pinterest puts like yesterday or 2 days ago. They saved this workspace. VIK, interesting. UBS, interesting. KSS calls, guys. I'm going to buy some of these. KSS is always on my radar. KSS, I'm going to buy some of these. KSS, these are the 19s. They paid 63. I unfortunately cannot get in at 63. I'm going to try to pay 65. 65, I'm in, guys. KSS, I'm taking KSS calls. Long KSS calls about $1,300 worth. So about $129,000 worth of these KSS. Let's see. This will be a signal for somebody. As we hit the end of the session, this might be an alpha shark trade. KSS, guys, I like these a lot. I like the size of the order. I like the fact that it doesn't trade much stock. KSS is always in the news as being an activist. So KSS, guys. So it's not great on the scanner, but we're going to call it a signal. KSS, 11/15/2024, 19 calls for 65 cents. Target will be 90 cents. That's only 25 cents higher, so target will be 95. Sorry about that. Because of KSS, guys, I'm buying KSS's official Alpha Shark signal. As we hit the bell, thank you guys so much. I'll see you everybody later. I'm going to send Michael some trades, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks, everyone.